Hello, world. Thank you for this experience. I've been spending most of my day, I have to say way more than most of my day. I spent most of half of my life looking at religious arguments, and I try to talk about some of them on my own perspective, but I just ran across people who just became fluent in fallacies. So, example of that would be like, for example, if I speak of the ancient holy chosen ones, chosen by God, and someone pulls up somebody who's like 12,000 years later, and pull up an example of them and try to make a comparison. I'm like, that's like that's like trying to cook food and skip step 1 through 3. You know, so I guess whenever it comes to things like this, you gotta make sure you study all religions, because I would say definitely that's a pretty accurate thing. If you the more religions you study, the closer you come to God, because you definitely are gonna be vexed, you know, by what you're learning. It's gonna irritate you. It's gonna make you mad. It's gonna make you sad. Uh, you're gonna kind of judge yourself, to a different standard. And it's just, me growing up in the '80s. I felt like I was experimented on. Like I feel like the '80 kids were experimented on. It was like they taught the generation before us lies and stuff, or kind of fanatical, cult like stuff. And then for us, as they finished destroying our ability to kind of identify ourselves, it was like they gave us the ability of arithmetics and reading and writing. So that way we can kind of learn to be our own detectives. And for the generations like in the 2000s, they kind of just taught them in the opposite way. And the messed up thing is, it was like the stuff that used to be our comedy, like in the '80s and '90s, kind of became the reality of the year 2000 and on forth. It's kind of messed up. It ain't funny no more. The major misleading of the future. Educate yourself and don't be hard on yourself at the same time, but learn from yourself.